Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of BTD6. So I wanted to do another comparison video where I'm gonna take an upgrade. In this case, is gonna be the ballistic missile upgrade for the sub, and I'm gonna show you with math and with numbers which of the two cross paths is better, the top one or the bottom one. Now, for those of you who don't know what happened, in this last patch, ballistic missile has been changed, how it works. So now it's going to have limited range. It's going to only shoot when the balloons are in range of the sub. But now, when you get the top cross path, so when you get advanced intel, you're going to be able to acquire unlimited range. So once again, cover the full entirety of the map, even behind obstacles, behind any line of sight. Instead, the bottom cross path is gonna enhance, as you can read here, ballistic missile. This simply means that the ballistic missile is gonna be shot faster, so the attack speed of the ballistic missile is going to improve. So it's not just getting double attack speed with the darts and then getting triple darts. It's also gonna boost ballistic missile. So I'm gonna show you here in two different maps, in two different scenarios. I'm gonna show you here a map that has no line of sight obstacles, and then I'm gonna show you a map with line of sight obstacles. So I'm gonna place here the sub closest to the top in the middle, right? I'm gonna place these two subs in the same spot so there are no differences. And you can see that also now when you get this upgrade, the sub is also gonna gain some large amount of range, so that's also a pretty nice change. So let's go first with the 230, right, cross path, and let's just spawn a BFB. I think it should be enough. So now with this cross path, ballistic missile is going to have unlimited range, not the darts. You can see that the darts still are going to require having some other towers in range to give so that the sub can attack with the darts. But ballistic missile will have unlimited range, regardless if you have towers or not. And as always here, I'm looking at the pops. So I'm looking at this number right here, and you can see that each dart is going to do, I think, each missile, sorry, is going to do 6 layers of damage, and then each dart is going to do just 1 layer. And yeah, I'm gonna just let this BFB leak pretty much. I'm gonna lose lives, doesn't matter. I'm gonna just consider here the pops, and that's it. So that's 855 pops, 230 sub. Let's now place a sub in the exact same spot, and let's just get it now, 032. Let's spawn a BFB and let's see what happens. Now you can clearly see that the attack speed of the ballistic missile is much higher. So you're doing those 6 layers of damage, you're already doing them faster. But not only that, you also do more damage with the darts. You can see how fast the darts actually do damage to the balloons. The BFB layer has already popped, so this is a lot more damage compared to the other sub. And let's see here. Alright. Total pops 1900, so that's pretty much more than double the amount of pops of the other version of the sub. And so this clearly shows that the 032 sub is stronger than the 230 sub, at least when you consider the ballistic missile and the darts. But now what happens when you consider just ballistic missile? So when you have, for example, an obstacle that's gonna block your sub from shooting the darts, so you can only shoot ballistic missile. So what happens then? So that's why here I'm gonna go into the new map Bazaar, and this map has pretty nice obstacles around. So I'm gonna place this sub in the top left, bottom left corner, right here. Of course, you're gonna be able, the sub is gonna attack the balloons for a certain period of time with the darts, but it's gonna be much less relevant. So let's go with the 230 sub. Once again, just a BFB around 1. So many obstacles now, so it's gonna be a lot more relevant, the damage from the missile, than the damage from the darts. and also because in this side the sub just doesn't reach. So let's see now if there is less of the darts damage and more of the ballistic missile damage, if there is any difference. So if the 032 sub is still stronger than this version. Alright, so letting the BFB leak, and let's see the pops here. 448. Alright, let's just drop the sub in the exact same spot, right? I don't want to make any differences. So let's go with this BFB. I hope that it's not gonna spawn in the bottom. Okay, nice. Again, first BFB, everything is exactly the same. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to attack with the darts a little bit right there, then also down here, but then the sub will not be able to do any more damage. So as soon as the BFB stops being attacked right here, the sub will not be able to do any more damage. And that's it. So maybe here it's gonna be able to attack, let's see, with the missile. Yeah, actually it's a little bit more damage. So total pops 800. So you can see that it's still almost a double, but it's a little less. So if you start considering not also the darts, but just a little bit more the ballistic missile, the difference is a little less. Now, last thing that I'm going to show you is what happens when you consider only ballistic missile. And for this one, I think I have to go into into another brick. I think it's the only map with this feature. So there is a huge wall in this map. So if I place a sub right here, right, it's gonna completely block any dart damage. So I'm gonna just check this thing. So I'm gonna get here the sub, right, 230 first, and I'm gonna check the damage on the BFB until the BFB yeah, I don't know, maybe turns. So when the BFB turns downwards, I'm gonna stop counting the pops. So let's see if there is any difference now, because I'm completely excluding any kind of dart damage. It's just the ballistic missile. So let's see if it's better to attack the balloons for less time but have more attack speed, or is it better to okay, here that's turned, so I'm gonna delete it. Or is it better to have less attack speed but having global range? Total pops here are 186. Let's now check out this other sub. Remember, this sub has even less range because you don't have the extra longer range. So 032 BFB. Again, I'm gonna just wait until the BFB turns downwards and let's see the pops. And that's it. Alright, so now you can see that the pops of this sub is actually less. It's just 168 compared to the other one. So the 230 sub seems to be better when you start considering only the ballistic missile damage. But there is a huge bias in doing this experiment. The fact that you're going to be able to attack in all this time with the 230 sub, you're going to be able to attack in all this time the BFB. Alright. Instead, with the 032 sub, you could attack the BFB only like before it turned and then until here, and then that's it. So that's like less than half of the time when you attack the BFB. And so yes, it's less pops, but I still think that this 032 sub is better, because if you consider the amount of time that the sub attacked the BFB, even if it wasn't a lot, still the amount of damage it was able to do without even counting the darts is still quite nice. So and then of course, in any gameplay that you may be playing, you're gonna then also benefit from your darts, because that BFB may have turned and may have been popped also here. So you can't really exclude the dart damage, and so final decision is a 032 sub is stronger. It's better always. regardless of the fact that you can target the balloons anywhere, it's better to go with the sub 032 because that increased attack speed plus the extra damage that you do with the darts is always gonna be better than having just some extra range and being able to attack with the ballistic missile a little longer. So yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed and see ya. Bye bye.